brass sound over my head, and all the air turns powder blue instead. Sun on the glass and dust in a line. Everything ordinary suddenly shines. A rack of cards and a basket of pens, a tiny world beginning again. I only came in to look around, but spring has a way of slowing me down. There's a hush between the shelves, like the room can keep a secret well. I walk in light, I walk in bloom, with borrowed courage in this quiet room. No big event, no grand parade, just a softer heartbeat that the daylight made. A small hello, a painted sign, a simple minute turning bright in time. Nothing changed and everything did the moment the little door opened in. Books aligned, color like candy for the careful mind. The clerk looks up with a gentle smile, and somehow that stays with me for a while. My hands are empty, still they know they came for more than they came to hold. The weather outside keeps moving on, but here it feels like a kinder song. There's a hush between the shelves, like I can meet a newer version of myself. I walk in light, I walk in bloom, with borrowed courage in this quiet room. No big event, no grand parade, just a softer heartbeat that the daylight made. A small hello, a painted sign, a simple minute turning bright in time. Nothing changed and everything did the moment the little door opened in. Maybe joy is made like this, tiny and clear and easy to miss. A bell, a breath, a beam of gold, a hand on the door in the springtime cold. I walk in light, I walk in bloom, still carrying warmth from that little room. No fireworks, no sudden claim, just the world feeling close and kind again. A small hello, a painted sign, a simple minute staying in my mind. Nothing changed and everything did the moment the little door opened in. And I stay a second longer, just to hear the quiet ring again. The sharpened edge, soft gray weather at the counter ledge, a stripe of sun on a cream white page, like the day sat down and forgot its age. Someone tests a line, then another one, tiny storms of silver in the noon. I breathe it in like rain to come, like something plain can still feel new. No thunder, no headline, just a small clean thought and a careful line. And the air feels made of paper and light, a little bit bright, a little bit shy, like I could write the shape of the day before it runs too far away. No need to hurry, no need to prove. I like the way this silence moves, with dust on my sleeve and spring in my chest. I think simple things can be the best. I try a pencil on a sample card, the mark comes out tender, soft and hard, like there's a language in the pressure there, in what we mean and what we barely share. Outside, scooters pass and branches sway, inside the hours fold in place, and every plain and practical thing carries a small impossible grace. No thunder, no sign, just a thought arriving right on time. And the air feels made of paper and light, a little bit bright, a little bit shy, like I could write the shape of the day before it runs too far away. No need to hurry, no need to prove. I like the way this silence moves, with dust on my sleeve and spring in my chest. I think simple things can be the best. Maybe I came here for a reason, maybe I only needed season. Something gentle, something true, something ordinary, past deeper and light, a little more warm by the end of the time. Like I could keep this hour with me, folded inside my memory. No need to hurry, no need to prove. I like the way this silence moves, with dust on my sleeve and spring in my chest. I think simple things can be the best. A soft gray trace and a better kind of day. Rose of color under clear plastic light, peach, mint, lemon, lilac, white. I tell myself I'm only passing through, then lose 5 minutes choosing to. The little rolls look sweet enough to mend a page, to frame a thought, and I stand there longer than I should. Like being slow is finally good. I laugh at nothing, quietly, at how the smallest things can capture me. I keep drifting where the soft shades are, like I forgot for a while where I was. Hands full of pretty, head full of air, caught by details nobody else would stare at. Maybe that's fine, maybe that's me, staying too long where the colors breathe. No one calls it important, still it feels like a little kind of thrill. A sheet of stars, a strip of checks, cloud-shaped corners, tiny specks. A child nearby points at a bear, and somehow joy turns public there. The playlist hums from somewhere back, a tender tune through stacked up racks, and all at once I'm smiling wide at nothing more than tape and time. I laugh at nothing, quietly, at how the smallest things can capture me. I keep drifting where the soft shades are, like I forgot for a while where I was. Hands full of pretty, head full of air, caught by details nobody else would stare at. Maybe that's fine, maybe that's me, staying too long where the colors breathe. No one calls it important, still it feels like a little kind of thrill. There are days the heart wants less, not answers, not a grand address, just 10 more breaths, a softened pace, a tiny bright and harmless place. I keep drifting where the soft shades are, like I found a room inside my guard. Hands full of pretty, head full of air, keeping a moment because it was there. Maybe that's fine, maybe that's me, staying too long where the colors breathe. No one calls it important, still it feels like a little kind of thrill. One more look, then one more still. 2, 3, 4, 4 neat covers in a wooden stack. Nothing loud and nothing off track. Cream white pages, corner square, a kind of order waiting there. I run my hand along the spine, like maybe I can straighten time. Like maybe if I choose the right one now, this week we'll learn to settle down. I've been carrying too much noise in unfinished lists and half-made choices. So give me a page and steady your hand, something simple, something I can understand. A place for the weather under my skin, a place where the next part can begin. No miracle, no sudden sign, just room enough to make the day align. Sometimes peace arrives this way, in paper thread and a little space. I think of what I didn't say, what I postponed and packed away all the thoughts that crossed too fast and never found a place to land. The shelf is still, the light is mild, and I feel less split, less wild, as if the answer isn't far, just waiting to be written small. I've been carrying too much noise in unfinished lists and half-made choices. So give me a page and steady your hand, something simple, something I can understand. A place for the weather under my skin, a place where the next part can begin. No miracle, no sudden sign, just room enough to make the day align. Sometimes peace arrives this way, in paper, thread, and a little space. I don't need to become someone new, I just need one honest line to follow through. A quiet shade, a breathing room, a table, a pen, an afternoon. So give me a page and a steadier hand, something humble enough to help me stand. A place for the weather under my skin, a place where the next part can begin. No miracle, no sudden sign, just room enough to make the day align. Sometimes peace arrives this way, in paper, thread, and a little space. I leave with one thin notebook and a lighter kind of mind. The total comes up on the tiny screen, a very small and harmless thing. A pen, 2 cards, some paper clips, still my fingers miss and slip. I thank the clerk, I look away like there's too much heart in the easy day. The paper prints in a wavering line, and I fold it once to pass the time. Why do quiet moments do this? Turn a little purchase into tenderness. I keep a thin white square in my hand, like it could explain what I don't understand. How a soft spring hour can catch me off guard, how the easiest days can hit so hard. No confession, no dramatic scene, just warmth in places I didn't mean, and a small plain proof that I was there, feeling more than I knew to share. The coins clink down, the bag is packed, a simple rhythm, clean and exact, yet something under all that calm keeps beating slow against my palm. Maybe it's nothing, maybe it's true, maybe I like the world when it's this blue, when no one asks me what I need and still a quiet answer comes to me. Why do quiet moments do this? Turn a little purchase into tenderness. I keep a thin white square in my hand, like it could explain what I don't understand. How a soft spring hour can catch me off guard, how the easiest days can hit so hard. No confession, no dramatic scene, just warmth in places I didn't mean, and a small plain proof that I was there, feeling more than I knew to share. Maybe the heart prefers these ways, not fireworks, just passing days. A counter light, a printed line, a breath that says this life is mine. I keep a thin white square in my hand, like a map to a feeling I barely can stand. How a soft spring hour can catch me off guard, how the easiest days can hit so hard. No confession, no dramatic scene, places I didn't mean, and a small plain proof that I was there, feeling more than I knew to share. I tuck it in my pocket like I'm saving something more. A fountain pen on velvet black, a little weight, a clicker cap. The sample line curves cool and slow. Across a card as pale as snow. I test the nib, I press too long. A blue bloom gathers on my thumb, and suddenly the whole bright room feels honest in the afternoon. Not clean, not planned, still somehow lovely on my hand. There's a mark I didn't mean to wear, but I kinda like that it stayed there. A quiet stain from a quiet place, proof the day was more than just a space. I've washed off bigger things before, names and plans and reasons, sure, but this small blue against my skin makes me wanna keep the moment in. The clerk brings out another shade, a darker one, more dusk than day. I smile and say I'll think it through, though part of me already knew. I came for the feeling, not the brand, for the pause that settled in my hands, for the way one drop of living color can turn a plain noon into another. Not clean, not planned, still somehow lovely on my hand. There's a mark I didn't mean to wear, but I kinda like that it stayed there. A quiet stain from a quiet place, proof the day was more than just a space. I've washed off bigger things before, names and plans and reasons, sure, but this small blue against my skin makes me wanna keep the moment in. I don't mind leaving with a trace of where the softness took up space. Something true, a little blurred, like feeling before the proper word. There's a mark I didn't mean to wear, but I kinda like the story there. A quiet stain from a quiet place, proof the day was more than a passing phase. I've washed off bigger things before, certainty and polished chore, but this small blue against my skin makes me wanna keep the moment in. At home I'll see it fading and remember the light it came from. I said I'd only get one sheet, a tiny treat, a quick retreat. Then cherries, moons, and little bears started making offers from the rack right there. A page of stars, a row of cats, glossy hearts and tiny hats. I laugh because it's not that deep, and still I can't leave empty-handed. Some days joy is a foolish plan, and some days that's exactly what I am. Add one more, maybe two. What's a little color gonna do? Probably nothing, maybe a lot. Maybe wake the tired parts I forgot. I don't need a reason neat to love a row of tiny things. If the heart gets bright for half a mile, that already feels worthwhile. The child in me is fully awake, making choices with no defense. Not for use, not for sense, just because they make me grin. And that should count for something. Then outside the traffic hums along. Inside I've got a lighter song, a basket full of harmless joy that barely needs a name. Some days joy is a foolish plan, and some days that's exactly what I am. Add one more, maybe two. What's a little color gonna do? Probably nothing, maybe a lot. Maybe wake the tired parts I forgot. I don't need a reason neat to love a row of tiny things. If the heart gets bright for half a mile, that already feels worthwhile. Let me be easy, let me be small. Let me like what I like, that's all. No grand event, no perfect timing, just tiny bright things softly shining. Add one more, maybe two. What's a little color gonna do? Probably nothing, maybe enough to make an ordinary hour feel soft. I don't need a reason neat to love a row of tiny things. If the heart gets bright for half a mile, that already feels worthwhile. I came for one, I leave smiling more than that. Silver circles catching light, blue through the window, clean and wide. I hear the click and think of roads of plans not heavy, just half known. A file divider, 3 new tabs, a list of things I might get back. Not ambition, not a race, just more breathing in the day. Funny how a small new order can make the whole world feel a little broader. And suddenly the sky looks bigger, like there's more room than there was before. My hands are full of ordinary things, but my mind keeps opening doors. No one sees it from the street, how a small good hour can shift the scene. I bought so little, still I know I'm walking home with something whole. The ring snaps shut, a bright metal sound, a clean small promise closing around. Not every hope needs thunder first, some come quietly and work. I step outside, the breeze is mild, cars go by and children smile. And for no reason I can name, the neighborhood feels changed. Funny how a small new order can make the whole world feel a little broader. And suddenly the sky looks bigger, like there's more room than there was before. My hands are full of ordinary things, but my mind keeps opening doors. No one sees it from the street, how a small good hour can shift the scene. I bought so little, still I know I'm walking home with something whole. Maybe hope is not dramatic, maybe hope is practical. Tabs and rings and blank clean pages, teaching me what gentle does. And suddenly the sky looks bigger, like there's more room than there was before. My hands are full of ordinary things, but my mind keeps opening doors. No one crumbs of eraser by the till, a small untidy on the wood gone still, a plastic ruler, a clip, a pin. Nothing rare and nothing grand in it, yet I keep looking like there's more in how the plain things line the store, as if the life I almost miss is hiding in the obvious. Maybe I'm tired of only chasing what announces itself as meaning, because the things I didn't need keep finding a way to speak to me. A quiet shape, a useful kind, holding some corner of my mind. Not treasure, not art, not history, still carrying a strange gravity. And I stand there wondering why the smallest things can make me stay. A rubber band, a folded tag, a pen cap in a basket bag, a little pile no one would praise, yet it pulls me in for a minute straight. Maybe I love what doesn't ask to be important to last. Maybe I trust the humble more because it never performs. Maybe I'm tired of only chasing what announces itself as meaning, because the things I didn't need keep finding a way to speak to me. A quiet shape, a useful kind, holding some corner of my mind. Not treasure, not art, not history, still carrying a strange gravity. And I stand there wondering why the smallest things can make me stay. I think the heart gets wise like this, learning where the low light is. Not every pull has to be named, not every pause has to explain, because the things I didn't need keep finding a way to steady me. A quiet shape, a useful kind, holding some corner of my mind. Not treasure, not art, not history, still carrying a strange gravity. And I stand there wondering why the smallest things can make me stay. Maybe that's reason enough. Cream envelope with a gold lined edge, resting still on the lower shelf. I pick it up without a plan, like I've remembered someone yet to know. No address, no stamp, no name, still it warms inside my hand, as if one day there will be words that fit this paper better than my mouth. I don't even know who it's for, still I wanna keep the door. For a future voice, for a later day, for the things I might finally say, for tenderness I haven't used, for a truth still waiting to come through. I'd buy a little room for words before the words are really born, and carry home a quiet chance folded in a rectangle. Maybe it's meant for no one else, maybe it's something for myself. A note to leave inside a drawer on one of those heavier evenings that says, I was here, I kept some light, I chose soft things, I stay kind. Even when the world moves fast, I saved a place for gentleness to last. I don't even know who it's for, still I wanna keep the door. For a future voice, for a later day, for the things I might finally say, for tenderness I haven't used, for a truth still waiting to come through. I'd buy a little room for words before the words words are really born and carry home a quiet chance, folded in a rectangle. Some hopes don't need a face to feel real in the spring. Some promises begin as paper, light and wondering. For a future voice, for a later day, for the things I might finally say, for tenderness I haven't used, for a truth still waiting to come through. I buy a little room for words before the words are really born, and carry home a quiet chance, folded in a rectangle. Unsent, unopened, still full of meaning. Even little boxes row by row, a calm I didn't know I'd know. Something in the measured space puts a slower breath back in place. I look too long at lines that meet, at how they hold without a need to rush, to bend, to overstate. They simply keep a steady shape, and my thoughts, usually untidy, start standing straighter inside me. One square for the worry, one for the plan, one for the weather I can't understand, one for the names I still hold dear, one for the courage I need this year. No dramatic cure, no magic art, just order entering a restless heart. And the afternoon grows clear when the page turns calm and near. I trace the grid with the fingertip, like testing whether I can live more gently with unfinished things, without them always growing wings. Outside, the traffic makes its rounds. Inside, I found a softer sound, a rhythm made of open space, teaching panic to slow its pace. And my thoughts, usually untidy, start standing straighter inside me. One square for the worry, one for the plan, one for the weather I can't understand, one for the names I still hold dear, one for the courage I need this year. No dramatic cure, no magic art, just order entering a restless heart. And the afternoon grows clear when the page turns calm and near. Maybe peace can be designed, not forced, just gently lined, a measured room for breath to stay, a kinder shape around the day. One square for the worry, one for the plan, one for the weather I can't understand, one for the names I still hold dear, one for the courage I need this year. No dramatic cure, no magic art, just order entering a restless heart. And the afternoon grows clear when the page turns calm and near. A neat small grid, my pulse slowing with it. Soft peach case in the hanging row, warm like late light on a windowsill. I unzip once, then close it slow, as if the color itself could spill into the hour, into my walk, into the tone of the thoughts I hold. Funny how imagine desk lamp evenings then. Letters half written, windows cracked, a cup gone cool beside the stack. I haven't lived that hour yet, still it feels like memory somehow, as if this little zipper thing already knows my better mood. No one would call it a turning point, still it turns something inside. Let the day be apricot and mild, let it soften how I see the miles. Let the edges blur just enough to make the ordinary feel loved. No grand design, no heavy claim, just a warmer tint on a common day. And I follow that gentle cue, like color knows what to do. I used to think change came louder, now I trust the smaller powers. Fabric, sunlight, a chosen tone, teaching the heart to come back home. Let the day be apricot and mild, let it soften how I see the miles. Let the edges blur just enough to make the ordinary feel loved. No grand design, no heavy claim, just a warmer tint on a common day. And I follow that gentle cue, like color knows what to do. Zip it closed and carry the hue with me. A bag on my side, light swing, light sound. The side street bends and pulls me round. I could go straight, I know the route, but spring is easier when I wander out. Walls and shade and windows cracked, a parked up bike, stray cat track. Nothing happening worth retelling, still the air keeps me from hurrying. What I bought is in my hand, what I keep is not that simple. So I take the longer corner home, for the breeze between the brick and stone, for the branches over telephone lines, for the way the late sun takes its time. I thought the bag was what I'd bring, but the street gives me another thing. A softer chest, a looser pace, and room enough to feel the day. Someone waters plants upstairs, a radio leaks into the air. Laundry shifts on a narrow rail, and the whole block feels kind without a face. I check the pins inside the bag and then smile, because they almost don't matter compared to how the alley glows, compared to how the evening slows. What I bought is in my hand, what I keep is not that simple. So I take the longer corner home, for the breeze between the brick and stone, for the branches over telephone lines, for the way the late sun takes its time. I thought the bag was what I'd bring, but the street gives me another thing. A softer chest, a looser pace, and room enough to feel the day. Maybe memory likes the space around, not just the object, but the sound of steps of light, of almost rain, of being briefly changed again. So I take the longer corner home, for the breeze between the brick and stone, for the branches over telephone lines, for the way the late sun takes its time. I thought the bag was what I'd bring, but the street gives me another thing: a softer chest, a looser pace, and room enough to feel the day. The purchase will fade, the air will stay longer. There's carbon paper in a drawer below, blue, black, thin as a whisper goes. Old labels, faded ruler marks, a kind of dusk inside the shop. The evening light comes angled in, turning worn things amber at the edges, and suddenly the older stock looks tender in the orange hush. Not ruined, not gone, just softened by how long it's lived. And the light makes every old thing kind, pale at the corners, warm in the lines like time did not erase the worth, only changed the color of the surface. I know the feeling more than I say, stay useful through a slower fade, to be held by light at the end of day and still feel quietly enough. With scratches, a box gone thin, tape made cloudy where it's been. Nothing polished, nothing new, still I can't stop looking through. Maybe I love what age reveals, how use becomes a kind of seal, how the plainest things can gather grace by simply being kept in place. Not ruined, not gone, just softened by how long it's lived. Light makes every old thing kind, pale at the corners, warm in the lines like time did not erase the worth, only changed the color of the surface. I know the feeling more than I say, stay useful through a slower fade, to be held by light at the end of day and still feel quietly enough. Maybe beauty isn't bright alone, maybe beauty's what the years have shown, a little worn, a little true, still staying in the room with you. And the light makes every old thing kind, pale at the corners, warm in the lines like time did not erase the worth, only changed the color of the surface. I know the feeling more than I say, stay useful through a slower fade, to be held by light at the end of day and still feel quietly enough. Orange on the shelf, softness on my mind. Coins knock against my leg as the sun gets lower by the steps. The road is gold in strips and bands, shadow reaching farther than my hand. No urgent thought, no major turn, still something in me starts to learn how quiet days leave deeper marks than all the loud and crowded ones. I've been walking with the afterglow of things too small to say but too warm to let go. place my mind has been. A pocket full of metal sound, a soft, slow evening settling down, and somehow that is enough to make the whole day feel like love. A bus goes by, then all is still. A dog barks twice across the hill. Someone laughs from half a block, and the shadows keep on talking. I count the purchases in my head, then lose the list and think instead of how the air around the street felt easier than it did last week. I've been walking with the afterglow of things too small to say but too warm to let go. Late light, long wall, why does it make me feel it all? Every minute plain and thin, every place my mind has been. A pocket full of metal sound, a soft slow evening settling down, and somehow that is enough to make the whole day feel like love. Maybe the heart takes inventory in light, not language, not in story. Maybe what saves me in the end is how the quiet hours been. Late, long walk, why does it make me feel it all? Every minute plain and thin, every place my mind has been. A pocket full of metal sound, a soft slow evening settling down, and somehow that is enough to make the whole day feel like love. Coins in rhythm, sunlight leaving slow. The handles creak against my hand, a plain brown bag, not much to tell. Still the way it swings beside my coat makes the whole street feel a little cinematic, like I've got a secret, harmless and small. A few nice things and that is all. Yet the wind gets in the folded top, and suddenly my mood lifts up. No event to mark, still something bright begins. The bag gets lighter as I walk, or maybe it's my chest that does, because a little bit of chosen joy can change the shape of what a day was. Nothing big, nothing rare, just a soft brown rustle in the air, and I'm smiling like I know something gentle the world forgot to show. Crosswalk, people pass, phones in hand, eyes fixed ahead, and I'm there with my ordinary prize, feeling oddly lucky in the light. I thought special came dressed in more, in plans and praise in larger stores, but maybe it arrives like this, in paper breeze and easy steps. No event to mark, still something bright begins. The bag gets lighter as I walk, or maybe it's my chest that does, because a little bit of chosen joy can change the shape of what a day was. Nothing big, nothing rare, just a soft brown rustle in the air, and I'm smiling like I know something gentle the world forgot to show. Let me keep this kind of luck, unimpressive, warm enough, a thing to hold, a road to take, and a better mood without a reason. The bag gets lighter as I walk, or maybe it's my chest that does, because a little bit of chosen joy can change the shape of what a day was. Nothing big, nothing rare, just a soft brown rustle in the air, and I'm smiling like I know to show. The handles creak and the evening answers back. Cool air across the side street turns loose thoughts over like paper corners. Not a full idea, not a plan, just little sentences without a place, a face in passing, a tree in sway, a word I almost wrote today. All of it lifting, none of it gone, just moving differently in the breeze. I used to force every thought to stay. Now I let some of them drift away. Let the small thoughts travel light through the tender edge of night. Not every feeling needs a frame, not every moment needs a name. Some are better half unfolded, soft and brief and open-ended, like scraps of meaning in the air, still enough to know they're there. The bag at my side taps my knee, a tiny metronome from memory. I think of things I meant to say and let the need to say them fade. There's mercy in an unfinished line, in a heart not asked to define everything it notices, every quiet ache or sweetness. I used to force every thought to stay. Now I let some of them drift away. Let the small thoughts travel light through the tender edge of night. Not every feeling needs a frame, not every moment needs a name. Some are better half unfolded, soft and brief and open-ended, like scraps of meaning in the air, still enough to know they're there. Life is not only what we keep, it's also what we let move freely. A note, a wind, a passing sign, a little unfinishedness made kind. Let the small thoughts travel light through the tender edge of night. Not every feeling needs a frame, not every moment needs a name. Some are better half unfolded, soft and brief and open-ended, like scraps of meaning in the air, still enough to know they're there. The breeze takes a little and leaves a little more. Find a seat beside the glass, the bus hums low, the houses pass. I open up the paper bag and check each thing like it might change. A pen, a case, a page, a clip, the city moving in reflection. Everything I bought looks softer now in the quiet after choosing it. Maybe the best part comes after, when the day sits down beside you. On the right back I look again at the little things I let me have. Not to impress, not to complete, just to make the week feel kind to me. The window shakes, the sunset blurs, and every object gathers warmth, as if the road home gently says, you did enough for one good day. Across the aisle, a child sleeps, a grocery bag at someone's feet. The bus stop names keep coming by like soft chapters with no demand. And I can finally feel the shape of why this hour mattered today. Not because of what I own, but how it helped me come back home. Maybe the best part comes after, when the day sits down beside you. On the right back I look again at the little things I let me have. Not to impress, not to complete, just to make the week feel kind to me. The window shakes, the sunset blurs, and every object gathers warmth, as if the road home gently says, you did enough for one good day. Would know the scene, how healing small permission is. A bus seat, a bag of fading sky, and room enough to feel alive. On the right back I look again at the little things I let me have. Not to impress, not to complete, just to make the week feel kind to me. The window shakes, the sunset blurs, and every object gathers warmth, as if the road home gently says, you did enough for one good day. Glass road reflection, and a softer self returning. Back in my room, the lamp comes on. Evening small and clean and warm. I slide the new things from the bag and lay them out across the desk, one by one into the drawer. Not hidden, just gently stored, like setting little pieces down so the day can rest without being lost. There's a calm in putting things away, like telling the heart it can stay. I make a place for this kind of day, for the quiet joy that doesn't shout its name, for the soft brown bag and the walking home, for the shelves in light and the time alone. Nothing world changing came to pass. Still I don't want the feeling to pass, so I put it where I'll find it soon, in wood, in paper, in my room. The drawer slides shut with a gentle sound, a tiny ending safe and round. I sit a second in the chair and feel the rest of the evening there. No need to post it, tell it, prove it, no need to make a lesson of it. Some days are complete on their own once they've been quietly carried home. There's a calm in putting things away, like telling the heart it can stay. I make a place for this kind of day, for the quiet joy that doesn't shout its name, for the soft brown bag and the walking home, for the shelves and light and the time alone. Nothing world changing came to pass. Still I don't want the feeling to pass, so I put it where I'll find it soon, in wood, in paper, in my room. Let me keep what doesn't need display, the private bride of an ordinary day. A small saved warmth, a hidden bloom, waiting in the drawer of my room. I make a place for this kind of day, for the quiet joy doesn't shout its name for the soft brown bag and the walking home, for the shelves and light and the time alone. Nothing world changing came to pass. Still I don't want the feeling to pass. So I put it where I'll find it soon, in wood, in paper, in my room. The drawer closes and the day stays with me. The room is dim except the lamp, night arriving soft and slant. I hear a page turn somewhere close, maybe from a book, maybe from my own thoughts. The items from the afternoon rest now inside their chosen room, and I sit still enough to feel how the day has gently sealed. No grand finale, no curtain call, just a quiet ending after all. I turn off the day, little by little, leave some light in the corner still. Let the spring stay soft in me, not as a story, more like a breeze. No need to hold each minute tight. Some things are safer when they fade tonight. I was here, I felt it through, and that is more than enough to keep. Outside, the street is nearly done. A few late wheels, a distant hum. Inside, the calm is thin and true, like clean white paper under moonlight. I think about the bell, the shelves, the bag, the road, the quiet self that came back home, a shade more clear than the one who left earlier. No grand finale, no curtain call, just a quiet ending after all. I turn off the day, little by little, leave some light in the corner still. Let the spring stay soft in me, not as a story, more like a breeze. No need to hold each minute tight. Some things are safer when they fade tonight. I was here, I felt it through, and that is more than enough to keep. Slower time, how a modest hour could be a whole small world of company. I turn off the day, little by little, leave some light in the corner still. Let the spring stay soft in me, not as a story, more like a breeze. No need to hold each minute tight. Some things are safer when they fade tonight. I was here, I felt it through, and that is more than enough to keep. One last page, then sleep.